St. Gen Athlete of the Week twice, Player of the Game twice, and Mineral Area Parkland Athlete of the Week once. She enjoys volleyball and hanging out with family and friends. Emma has also been a member of NHS, Mentors, and A+. Her future plans are to attend MAC for nursing school and specialize in pediatric oncology. She then wants to move to the city and work at a big children's hospital. Emma Gay. Our second senior is Millie Huffman. Millie is being escorted by Kristen and Travis Huffman. She's been a member of the St. Gen volleyball team for 4 years, and she enjoys photography, traveling, camping with family, hanging out with friends, and Levi. Millie has also been a member of Suco and Friends for 4 years, Women of the World for 2 years, and theater for 1 year. Her future plans are to attend Lindenwood to study social work. She hopes to pursue a career ensuring children are living in a safe home while also traveling everywhere she can and attending as many concerts with loved ones as possible. Millie Huffman. Our third and final senior is Vivian Keeper. Vivian is being escorted by Jennifer and Dwayne Keeper. She's been a member of the St. Gen volleyball team for 4 years and enjoys reading, getting a sweet treat with Luke, hanging out with friends, and traveling with family.
All right, welcome to tonight's matchup between the visiting Park Hills Rebels and St. Genevieve Lady Dragons. Tonight is our senior night, as they were recognized earlier. Um, this will be the last broadcast for the volleyball this season, as it's gone by pretty darn fast. With me tonight is Broden Kreitler.
Yep.
And looking at tonight's matchup coming in to the game tonight, Park Hill Central right now has a 5-15 record. They haven't had the best season. I'm sure that they would probably acknowledge they got about 10 girls on varsity right now. St. Gen coming in 15-9-1. They have won their last 2 games, so they're trying to get back on track here. They lost to Bismarck earlier today or this week on Monday. But before that, they had gone into tournament play and done pretty good. Got a couple more wins after going on a skid there for a little bit. I think they'd lost like 4 in a row, and they were kind of struggling. They were playing teams really close, going 5 sets, but unfortunately they just couldn't close the gap on some of the teams. And they were playing some pretty good teams. So tonight they are trying to finish out their home stretch here, their last home game of the season against Park Hills, and then we go into basically conference time, where they'll play for conference. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to videotape and do basically the broadcast for conference games as well as district games due to MISHA rules, and we abide by that. But for those of you who've been tuning in and listening and watching this, we appreciate your support. If you haven't already, and you're watching here on YouTube with us live, go ahead and click subscribe, and you'll get notified whenever we have up-and-coming games that we'll broadcast. And we still have 3 football games left. We will go to Fredericktown tomorrow night, where they will play the Black Cats. It'll be the Black Cats' homecoming. They're looking for their first win, and St. Jen's looking to pick up a win after their loss to Valley last week on their for basically the crosstown rivalry there. And then they will come back and finish their last 2 games at home. One will be homecoming against, I believe it's Herky? No, Jefferson R7.
Yes.
And then they have Caruthersville, who'll be coming in to finish their last regular season game. Looks like they'll be introducing their lineup here. St. Gen, of course, matchup history here between St. Gen and Park Hills. St. Gen leads all time, 21 wins to 9 losses and 1 tie. And in postseason, they lead 4-3, and they've won their last 2 against Park Hills. We're going to pause here for the playing of the national anthem. All right, we're back after the national anthem as they start the starting lineup for the Lady Park Hills.
Junior, number 2, Mia Monges.
Mia Monges, number 2, a junior.
Freshman, number 6, Hannah Petty.
Hannah Petty, number 6, freshman setter.
Number 7,
Mallory Miles, another junior setter.
Junior, number 9, Morgan Populus.
Morgan Populus, an outside hitter who's a junior.
17, Riley Jones.
Riley Jones is a freshman.
Senior, number 21, Addie Berry.
Addie Berry, who's the only senior on the team, followed by the libero, Lauren Halsey. That'll be the starting lineup for the Lady Rebel volleyball team. Got a lot of juniors playing tonight, one senior. And now St. Gen will give their lineup here. Emmy Brown, the junior for St. Gen. She's followed by senior Emma Gegg. And this is her senior night tonight, so hopefully she'll have a good game for St. Gen. And that's followed by Aaliyah Filer, the sophomore. That's the St. Gen's big tall girl on the net. So Emma Jokers will be playing tonight. Allie Gegg. And also they will have senior Vivian Kiefer, who hasn't played for the most part all year long due to an injury. She's going to get an opportunity as they announced her in the to recognize the senior there. And then, of course, Lila Nix, the libero for St. Gen as they go around. So to coming into tonight's game, looks like the Rebels had a little trouble this year with only 5 wins. Not many, only 1 win on the road, and it's not indicative of this team usually.
Yeah.
St. Gen looking to try and hopefully finish this in 3 sets, but you know, you never know.
Yeah, they kind of they were struggling a little bit last week, and a little bit early on this week. They were able to break the ice here on Tuesday against Fredericktown, so we'll see if they can continue and maybe get a good last win of the season.
Yeah, you know, the teams trend a lot to where they come out of the gate pretty strong. Generally, not always, but generally they lead and kind of take the first set. But then after they take the first set, sometimes they kind of take their foot off the gas and let other teams kind of get back in. We saw a perfect example of that was against Valley when they won them first 2 sets. And boy, oh boy, I mean, they took that third one close, but they just kept making all the mistakes, you know, miscommunication with the ball in the air, servers hitting the net on the serve, just little, you know, what we call growing pains, I guess, as a team. But, you know, when you start getting now to the end of the year, you're supposed to try and iron out some of those issues and, you know, play your best volleyball. And speaking of best volleyball, it starts off with a hit there by Emma Gegg, set up real well as she spikes it down hard, and St. Gen will get their first pick. And looky here.
We got a sub.
Subbing in.
Vivian Kiefer.
The senior.
Her first action of, I guess, the whole season. This is awesome to see.
Obviously, you can tell she is still.
Oh, yeah, she's pumped.
Yeah.
Makes a good serve over the net. Central will set one over, and no one's there as St. Gen has a little miscommunication, and that'll tie things up 1-1.
And so the St. Gen allows Kiefer to come in and serve just so she could get a little time on the court. You know, it's got to suck, you know, coming into the season, you're going to play, and then you get hurt.
Yeah.
And you can't even play your senior year. So that was nice of the coach to allow.
Central serving one over, St. Gen able to contain it. Central will send another one over, and St. Gen cannot reach it.
Central. So I think St. Gen, you know, you could see a little bit of I think the girls are playing a little bit stiff right now.
Yeah.
Not really mentally fully engaged in it.
Yeah, focused, not locked in enough.
So
we'll see them change it up,
here.
hopefully.
Jokers with the set. Filer spikes, blocked by. Nice save, and not enough, though, to get it over. Park Hills with the point. Park Hills leads right now 3-1.
Central looking to serve it over here. They'll get it over the net cleanly. Nix with the set. Allie Gegg.
Nice shot by Allie Gegg. Going up, hitting it. She hits the wall, but it stays in. Point goes to St. Gen as they go to serve. And there's going to be looks like a switch out here with Emma Gegg and Chloe Weiner. We've been seeing this a little bit lately.
Oh, yeah.
Where Chloe comes in and does the serving there.
Does a good job, gets it over the net. Central sets one up for a big spike, and that'll be out of bounds.
Hit that one a mile, and that'll go to St. Gen here. And St. Gen brings it even with 3.
Weiner up for the serve again, gets it over the net. Central will spike one hard over. Lila Nix there for it.
And Chloe Weiner's able to get it over and keep the ball alive.
Great shot. Great save by Chloe Weiner.
Set there. Nice
Emmy
bump
Brown,
by
little
Emmy Brown.
runner, yeah. Central looking to spike it over as it'll be blocked, but out of bounds.
So nice block by Filer. Just can't get the angle on the rebound of the ball, and it goes out of bounds.
Looks like they're going to bring in Emma Gegg again.
And Park Hills wasted no time sending it over. And a little shank there by Nix, and that'll be an ace for Park Hills.
St. Gen just, I guess the way you could say is they're looking a little rusty here. Yeah, you know, they're trying to kick the dirt off their feet here to start in the first.
And you're right. It could be that mindset, hey, they've only won 5 games. We should just really clean house here. But, you know, that's the danger of playing a team that's towards the end of the season.
Looking for a big win, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
Central spikes one over hard, and it'll be off Filer on the block and stay in bounds for St. Gen, or the Rebels point.
Yeah.
Rebels up 6-4.
St. Gen trailing by 2 here as they look to try to right this ship up.
Rebels will send one over the net. St. Gen
gives a free ball to him, and there's a spike. Good setup by Gegg. And Filer tanks it over and gets the point.
Looks like we got a sub. Lila Nix is out for Molly Grass.
Filer's going to serve this go around.
Filer will get it over the net. Central will just hit it over.
So Central with a free ball here.
St. Gen sets one up to Emma Joggerst, and it will be blocked.
Joggerst goes for the spike, and number 17, that'd be Riley Jones for Park Hills, is able to block it. So Central serving here. They get it over. Allie Gegg with the set to Emmy Brown. She'll send one over, and it'll be a good spike out of bounds on Central. Good location, too, right in the middle of the body where you kind of a little indecision there.
Yeah.
And Emmy Brown will serve. As you said yesterday, I believe, or no, as Kyler Plunk said yesterday, that Emmy's one of the best servers that St. Gen has.
Oh, yeah. Molly Grass with the set, or Allie Gegg with the set to Emma Gegg, and she will connect the dots.
And Gegg in that corner is just nails. When you set it up for her, she absolutely gets lifted, and she brings it down hard.
Oh, yeah. Not many times you see that getting blocked.
No. And if it does, it's going to bounce out a mile.
Oh, yeah. Emmy Brown with the serve over. She'll get it over. Rebels set up for a big spike, and St. Gen is not there for it.
Kind of deflected off Grass's hands. Wasn't able to fully get extended. And Park Hills will serve here. Number 9, Morgan Populous.
Allie Gegg coming out for Lucy Gegg.
Serving for Park Hills. And she sends it over. Nice. The setup by Brown to Gegg. And
Good
Grass
save
keeps
by
it alive here as Jokers opens it up again. And there's confusion and communication issues right there with the Dragons.
Rebels will just tap it on over as St. Gen is not able to get it over the net.
Yeah. And right now, this is not one of St. Gen's better come together. But
you know, but they're still, they're still in the game.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
It's 9-7. They're, like, let's be honest, they're playing pretty rusty here. Not their best volleyball, but they're still in the game.
Yeah, and it's their 3rd game this week.
Molly Grass
sends it over there.
Send one over. Rebels just tap it over. Emma Jokers with the set. Emma Gegg, she'll send it into the net.
And Park Hill's going on a little run here. With 10-7, they're up by 3. Number 9, Morgan Populous. continues to send them over.
Emmy Brown with the set. Right back again to Emma Gegg, and that is unstoppable.
And Gegg just finds a corner, hits down hard.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just tough to go against.
So we got Emma Jokerst up for the serve.
The lefty.
She'll get it over the net cleanly. Central with a little bit of miscommunication on who's going to hit it. Just luckily gets it over the net. Emma Jokerst with a set to Emma Gegg, and she will get blocked with a mix of net in it.
Yeah, I would say if she'd hit off the hands, that would have been different, but she did get a lot of it on the net. The number 7, Mallory Miles, will serve for the Park Hills. And, oh, my gosh.
Barely gets over the net, and she will get an ace.
That's a tough one right there when the ball hits the net and kind of rolls on top of the net and then just falls.
And it looked like it was going to fall down into the net, just barely gets over.
Yeah. And timeout called by Carla Bosley, the coach, as she wants to kind of rein in where they're at right now. And we will be back in a moment.
You're watching the SGHS Sports Stream, brought to you by Ciro's Family Restaurant. For over 30 years, Ciro's has been serving the best pizza, pasta, and suds in Ste. Genevieve. Grab a table, sit outside, or pre-order for curbside pickup. Ciro's Family Restaurant, downtown St. Gen's oldest family restaurant and a proud sponsor of SGHS Sports. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus. All right, and we are back as Carla Bosler wanted to take some time to review things. Central is up 12-8 as they're going on a little bit of a run here in the first set. Coming out of the gate, Emma Gegg with a little tip over. Central is able to be there for it as they'll spike one.
Nice block by Allie Gegg there.
Substitution, Aaliyah Filer in for Molly Grass as Lila Nix is up to serve.
Nick's usually hitting the floating knuckleball usually.
Yeah.
It's kind of a wild, sometimes when she hits it. The lefty.
We'll see what she can do here. She'll get it over. Central struggled with it.
That'll be an ace.
Yeah, like as you said, just a knuckleball. They kind of threw them off a little bit, you know, and it was a little high, which I thought would have made things easier, but the Rebels were not there for it.
Yeah, and it could maybe have gone out of bounds, but that's a tough one. It just kind of dies right there at the end, and that did it again.
Once again. So Lila Nix with 2 aces in a row.
She's going after the libero, Lauren Holsley, over there for Park Hills. Holsley's a little frustrated with that. We'll see if she goes after her again on this one.
Looks like she will. Rebels just set one over. Emmy Brown there for it. Emma Joker's with a set to Emma Gegg, and that is going to be way out of bounds.
And she
off
hits
Rebels.
a missile and untouchable. Yeah. And St. Gen has brought it back to 12 even as they look to kind of get back on track here.
St. Gen looking to extend a 3-0 run here. Lila Nix, good serve over the net. Rebels with a big spike.
Nice save there by Nix.
Great save by Nix.
Oh, and another great save by Gegg and Brown. And another good block there. Good action on this possession here. Joker sets it up, and
Allie Gegg for the spike. Central's there for it. Central will just set one over. Aaliyah Filer, spike over, and it is perfectly placed there. That is a great run.
Great back and forth action by both teams.
Great saves by St. Gen there too.
Absolutely. And it's good to see the student body here in full force as they are cheering on for the last senior night.
Nix with her 5th serve. She'll get it over. Rebels will just tap one over, and
that's going to be a net violation. Looks like on St. Gen, and point goes to the Rebels.
So good job there by St. Gen coming out of the timeout, executing, and going on a bit of a run to even out things.
Yeah.
13-13. Hopefully is able to light a spark here and maybe get a lead here.
Oh, nice shot by Filer. But it is kept. Filer goes back again and hits in the same spot, and she'll pick that up. And Wiener will rotate in for Emma Gegg to serve. Wiener, the junior.
She'll serve it over the net. He'll get over. Rebels
Will return it
will
and
serve it over. It's gonna be-
deflected off of Filer. And
Emma
it's
Gegg will go back in for Wiener.
a back and forth kind of battle here between both teams.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to go on the run here? Number 2, Mia Mong.
She'll send it long.
Hits it too deep. That'll be point for St. Gen.
15-14. St. Gen is up. Allie Gegg with the serve. She'll get it over the net. Rebels will set one. Spike it over hard. Great dig there by
Gegg.
Emma Gegg. Nix will send it over. Once again, another
Good
hard
block,
spike.
not
but
enough.
It'll be inbounds.
So
You know, just going back and forth here.
Hannah Petty will serve now, the freshman for Park Hills, as St. Gen can't handle that last one.
Allie Gegg with the set to Filer.
Looked like a tip at the net, and Park Hills will send it over.
Allie Gegg sets up Emmy Brown, and
Oh,
it'll be
nice
blocked
job
by
there.
Central and out of bounds.
And that'll be a point St. Gen as he goes back to them.
Aaliyah Filer up to serve. Molly Grass will come in for Lila Nix. Filer gets it over the net. Rebels just get it on over.
That's going to be trouble.
Yep. So just misplaced, a little poorly hit ball, and it'll will go to where St. Gen can't reach it. But it's still tied, so it's not like they're in trouble here.
No, but they can't get any continuity right now, any rhythm.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And, nice try by Park Hills, but not enough. Again, the back and forth roller coaster goes on. 17-16, St. Gen leads with one of their better servers in the back as Brown brings it over. And that is an ace for her.
So once again, going after the Rebels libero.
Yeah,
she just
libero, yeah.
She's just kind of
It's
struggling.
It's a tongue twister for me,
Yeah.
too. And this time,
Rebels just
will be able to get it back.
Yeah, luckily gets it over. Allie Gegg sets up
To Emma.
Emma Gegg. She'll just oddly tip it over, and looks like it might be
It was out of bounds.
out of bounds.
So a rare miss there for Gegg, but the set wasn't perfect enough for her to
Yeah,
spike it,
I
so she
think-
had to just try to lift it over.
I think she was really hoping for a good set to come up and spike it, but it wasn't there for it, so she tried to tap it over. Central
They're going to
will
set her up. And
St. Gen sets up Emma Jokers. She'll get it over. The Rebels come hard and spike back at St. Gen.
And Brown will just have to send it. Free ball for Park Hills. And nice save there by Nix as
Emma
Emma
Gegg.
Gegg hits one so hard it goes up into the grandstands.
Yeah, that's about halfway into the stands.
And St. Gen continues to lead 19-17 at this juncture, only up by 2 as they need to try and get a little distance here with Jokerst serving for the Dragons.
Rebels set one up for a hard slam right into the ground.
And that was a nice hit by number 2, Mia Mongs.
So, tight game here in the first set. 19-18, Dragons are up. So they started off the game a little shaky, but it's able to find a little bit of light here as Emma Gegg will spike one out of bounds.
And we're all knotted up again at 19. This is the first set if you're just tuning in right now.
Rebels will send one into the net off their serve. Dragons will go up 20-19 now.
And that's what we're talking about. Those little things that just kill you as a coach. Is just all you got to do is get it over. Give your team a chance here.
Nix with a serve. She'll get it over. Rebels set one up as Filer's there for a block.
It looks like a lift there for Park Hills. And Nix continues to serve.
Nix
Nice
gets
hit.
it, barely gets it over. Great serve there.
And that ball's hit too hard there by number 8, Cameron Fraley. An outside hitter, sophomore for Park Hills. Timeout is called now by the Park Hills coach. And we will take a sponsored timeout as well.
It takes a community to build a great team, and that's why we are so proud to partner with Ciro's Family Restaurant, a downtown tradition for over 30 years. Ciro's is the perfect place to celebrate a win or just grab a great meal. From their famous pizzas to fantastic pasta and savory sandwiches, they've got all the fuel you need to get loud for the Dragons. Dine in, outdoor seating, or curbside pickup, however you want it. Ciro's delivers. Ciro's Family Restaurant, our sponsor and your spot for great food. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus.
All right, so coming out of Central's timeout here as they want to talk things over, St. Gen going on kind of a little run themselves to get back into the game and take a lead as they are up 22-19. Lila Nix with her third serve in a row. St. Gen trying to take first set with a little bit of a lead here. Rebels will spike one over. It's going to be out of bounds on Emma Joker. She cannot contain Central's spike. So once again, seeing back and forth action that's how it's been the whole first set. Rebels send one over the net. Allie Gagg will just give the Rebels a freebie as they will try to spike one. It's going to be blocked. And they're going to give the point to St. Gen.
Looked like there was no tip there, so yeah. I know she went up to block, but it kind of went through her hands, and luckily it went out of bounds. So,
yeah. Great point there for St. Gen.
Rotation there.
Chloe Weiner in, and she will serve.
She just substituted in for Emma Gagg. And nice
Barely
hit there,
gets
and there's
it over
an
the
ace.
net.
And that's what they needed right there. 24-20.
Game point.
Yep. This is going to be set point. And looks like Park Hills is going to take another timeout here and think it over. And we will be back after this.
All right, coming out of the Rebels' timeout here as they wanted to talk things over and try to make a little comeback here to take set one. St. Gen is on their way to take set one as they're up 24-20. Chloe Weiner looking to serve.
And so far on this whole exchange, it's been back and forth the entire time.
Really close game. Weiner will send one over the net. Rebels lightly spike one over. Great save there by Nix as Emmy Brown will send one back at the Rebels. Rebels tap one over. Great save by Emma Jokers.
And Brown will give him a free ball there. Oh, a nice job there.
It's like a little fake set, and it goes over. Kind of tricks St. Gen up a little bit there.
Well, and that's a height differential. That, you know, Emmy's I don't know what, 5'2", 5'3" maybe, and you get somebody tall on the line.
Yeah,
goes
they
over
noticed that. So Central Rebels will serve one over as
and
Filer
nice
will
hit by Filer, and that's going to be in, and that's going to end that set. As St. Gen let Park Hills kind of dance around in that one.
Yeah.
So St. Gen wins that one, 25-21. And we will be back in a moment.
Welcome to another night of SGHS Sports. Before we get to the action, let's talk about the team behind our broadcast. Ciro's Family Restaurant, For over 30 years, this downtown St. Gen landmark has been a local favorite, known for its incredible pizza, delicious sandwiches, varietal pasta, and cool suds. Whether you're dining in, enjoying the patio, or just need a quick bite, with curbside pickup, Ciro's has you covered. They even have a great salad bar to go. Ciro's Family Restaurant, the official sponsor of the SGHS Sports Stream and Down to the Wire podcast. Grab a slice and let's get ready to cheer on the Dragons. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus. Welcome to another night of SGHS Sports. Before we get
All right, coming back after the first set, St. Gen took that one 25-21 in a little bit of a back and forth clash there as they come into the second set. We'll see how St. Gen responds now after they took the first set. If you're tuning in, this will be our last game of the season for volleyball. It's a senior night. Recognizing the senior on the court right now is Emma Gegg. And this will be her last hurrah, I guess, so to speak.
Definitely making an impact tonight. She's had, probably 4 or 5 tremendous hits, getting really good points out of that for St. Gen. So she's definitely having a great night and making an impact here.
Absolutely. And then we travel to Fredericktown tomorrow to watch the varsity football team play over at Fredericktown, take on the Black Cats. If you are watching right now and you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Get all our latest stuff that comes out as we prepare. After football, we have 3 more football games counting this week, and they will all be broadcast.
Emma Jokers to start off set 2 serves one over as the Rebels will hit a hard spike over the net, and it will be inbounds off of St. Gen.
Pretty lucky roll off that. Not much you can do about that unless you're literally sitting down on the ground on that.
Rebels will serve one over the net. Emma Jokers with the set for Emma Gegg. Rebels block it. Molly Grass will just lightly tap one over, but Central is not there for it as it is pretty much perfectly placed.
Yeah. They, you could tell that everybody's looking at who. Was that yours? Was that yours?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. So Lila Nix will serve for the Dragons now.
Filer came back in for Molly Grass. Nix serves one over the net. Rebels are there for it. They set something up. Hard spike, and it'll go out of bounds. So the Dragons will go up 2-1. Nix looking to serve again. She's been doing good here tonight.
Yeah, neither team really has put together a run here.
Yeah, big
I think the most has been maybe 4 in a row, and then a switch out. Nice block there by Abby.
Central gives a freebie over to St. Gen. Emma Jokers the set to Filer, and it will be
St. Gen's off the deflection.
Yeah. Lila Nix serves it, gets over the net. Central sets one and will spike it, and it'll be out of bounds.
St. John kind of tightening it up now in this second set.
Oh,
I think they needed to get some of the cobwebs out.
Yeah, that's
After
for
playing
sure.
2 games, Monday and Tuesday, had yesterday off. Well, I mean, they probably practiced, but I mean, they had off from game.
Yeah, so hopefully got a little bit of rest and still has some gas in the tank after a long week. Well, Allie Gegg will attempt a spike, and it will hit the net and give the Rebels their second point of set 2, as St. John is still up 4-2.
Serving is number 21, Addie Berry, the senior for Park Hills.
Filer sets one for Allie Gegg. She'll smack one over the net.
Oh, nice save by Brown.
Emma Gegg attempts one. It's going to go in the net, but Emmy Brown's there for it. Emma Gegg will attempt another one. It gets over.
Park Hills putting together a good back and forth here.
Jokers the set to Allie Gegg. It's once again blocked by the Rebels.
And looks like Joker Stack hit it out on just a reflective bump.
So Rebels looking to serve one over the net, as they do. Jokers with the set for Filer. She'll tap it over. She blocks the Rebels. St. John gets it over the net. It's going to be long, out of bounds by Emma Gegg.
Gegg tried to do a little jump spike away from the net, just put too much pepper on it. Went out of bounds.
So Central starting to even things out here in second set, as Emma Gegg will
come in with a spike.
And make that 5-4.
Mm-hmm.
St. John. Chloe Weiner will sub in for Emma Gegg, as they like to do this primarily for serving.
Yes.
You know.
Chloe's got a pretty good serve. She keeps it low, or she'll go up high, but when she hits it, the ball will die. Nice block by Filer, and that's going to count right there. So 2 in a row for St. John here.
Chloe Weiner with her second serve. She gets it over the net. The Rebels
will return it.
Oh,
well, they hit it in the net.
Yeah. You know, and we're seeing this a lot tonight. The Rebels try to set things up here on the right side, and they're not giving their team the best sets, and so they're kind of struggling here to get it over the net, you know.
Exactly.
And it's something they need to clean up here. Brown with a little set over the net, as St. John will set one up for Filer. Rebels are there to contain it.
Nice block by Filer. And as a wall, she gets the score on that one. And Weiner will continue to serve, as St. John now putting on a little bit of a distance here with 4 in a row.
Chloe Weiner serves one over the net. Rebels with a lift.
And this is what we were talking about right here, going on a run.
Yeah, St. John starting to figure things out and piecing things together, as Weiner will hit her 4th serve in a row, or 5th. Rebels spike one over. Emmy Brown's there for it. Filer sets up Brown. She'll set it over the net.
Free ball for Park Hills. Good save there.
Good save there by Nix. Emmy Brown will spike one over. It's going to hit a bit of mixture of net and hand. Go out of bounds on the Rebels.
And that'll be a timeout for Park Hills coach, is trying to stop this drive by St. John. And we'll be back in a moment.
It takes a community to build a great team, and that's why we are so proud to partner with Ciro's Family Restaurant, a downtown tradition for over 30 years. Ciro's is the perfect place to celebrate a win or just grab a great meal. From their famous pizzas to fantastic pasta and savory sandwiches, they've got all the fuel you need to get loud for the Dragons. Dine in, outdoor seating, or curbside pickup, however you want it. Ciro's delivers. Ciro's Family Restaurant, our sponsor and your spot for great food. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus.
All right, and we are back out of the Rebels timeout as they wanted to talk things over. St. Gen going on a little run here. They're up 10-4. They're on like a 5-0 run, I'm pretty sure. Chloe Weiner leading the way, doing a great job serving. St. Gen took set 1. If you're just tuning in, they took it 25-19.
21.
21. 25-21.
And nice block there by Filer, but it comes back on her, and that'll be a point Park Hills. So the timeout worked, changed momentum shift here.
Oh, yeah.
And Park Hills will serve, looks like number 2, Mia Mungs, the junior.
Rebels will serve it over. Emma Jokers with a set to Filer, and it's going to be off the Rebels, out of bounds.
Filer's having a good game right now on the, net for sure.
Doing an amazing job blocking, and her spikes are on point tonight. Allie Gagg with the serve. She'll get it over.
Ooh, almost
really
an ace.
low, yeah. Allie Gagg with a setup to Emmy Brown.
Tipped at the net.
Rebels
Park Hills will keep it in.
Gonna get it over. Great dig there by Emma Gagg. Aaliyah Filer sets one over. Central sets up a spike as they kind of fake it and bump it over.
And it taps on Filer's fingers, and momentum stops. Ball just kind of falls, and
just falls
point
right down.
goes to Park Hills. So number 6, Hannah Petty, the freshman for Park Hills, will try to get it over, and a little miscue there by Jokerst, and that's point Park Hills. St. Gen leading this second set 11-7 right now, as Park Hills tries to claw their way back in.
And
that ain't going to help them.
Yeah, that is not going to help them.
As
Aaliyah
Petty
Filer's up
into
the
the net.
serve here for the Dragons. They are up 12-7 in the second set. She'll serve one over the net. Rebels, spike went over. Filer was there for it as diving save by Allie Gagg.
By Gagg there.
Brown sends it over. Rebels, little tap shot. Good block by St. Gen.
Gagg sets it up for Jokerst. Joker sends it. And little light spike there by Park Hills.
Emmy Brown with the spike. It'll go right into the net.
Miss hits on the side of her hand. And point goes to Park Hills.
So
as number 9, Morgan Populous is going to hit for Park Hills.
Sub for St. Gen. Lila Nix will come in for Filer.
Populous sends it over, and Emmy Brown will send it back.
Central sets one up for a spike. They get it over. Emma Gagg's there for it. Emma Jokers will just set one over the net. So will Central. Great save there by Emmy Brown.
Nice spike by Brown. Maintained, though, by Park Hills. Good back and forth action here on this one.
Emma Gagg spikes a hard one over. Central.
Free ball for St. Gen. Grass just pushes it.
Central sets up a big spike. Whiffs on it a little bit, but.
Nice job by Nix keeping it in the air. Grass gives them a free ball. A good block by Grass.
Central still keeping it. Luckily gets it over. Molly Grass is there for it. Allie Gagg sets up Molly Grass. She'll hit one hard. Blocked by Central. St. Gen still has it. Emmy Brown will send it over the net.
And again, great action happening right now.
Oh, yeah. Allie Gagg sets up Emmy Brown. A spike off the net. Central's there for it. And they'll send one over. Allie Gagg once again to Emmy Brown. Little tip shot. Central's once again there. Central tries to sneakily set one over to the other side. As Emma Joggerst is there for a spike, and she'll send it into the net.
Yeah, a little miscue on the spike.
Yeah.
Just, a little bit of footwork action there. But great action there. Park Hills comes up big. And number 9, Morgan Populous, will send another one over.
St. Gen up 12-9. Rebels serves one over the net. Allie Gagg sets up Emmy Brown again. It's going to go into the
right
net.
into the net. Didn't get the lift she needed on that.
Yeah. St. Gen, Emmy Brown's not really known for being a big spiker. They've gone to her quite a bit here in the last couple of minutes. Might want to see them switch it up and maybe go for someone like Emma Gegg, who, does a really good job at, and she'll get it over the net here.
Well, she sets it up. Brown gives free ball there for Park Hills. Nice block by Grass on the net. And Allie will set it up to Jokers, who just sends it over.
Lila Nix is there for it. Allie Gegg sets it for Emma Gegg and hits the net. So St. Gen having a little trouble, keep hitting the net on their spikes.
And that'll be a timeout by Coach Bosler. She sees the momentum shift and knows she needs to stop their momentum before they overtake St. Gen right now. And we will go to a quick commercial.
You're watching the SGHS Sports Stream, brought to you by Ciro's Family Restaurant. For over 30 years, Ciro's has been serving the best pizza, pasta, and suds in Ste. Genevieve. Grab a table, sit outside, or pre-order for curbside pickup. Ciro's Family Restaurant, downtown St. Gen's oldest family restaurant and a proud sponsor of SGHS Sports. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updates. All right, so coming out of St. Gen's timeout, as they had a good lead coming, halfway through the second set, and Central able to creep their way back up and makes it a 1-point game, 12-11, as hopefully they're looking to take set 2, as St. Gen took set 1, 25-21. Rebels will serve one over the net. Emma Joker spikes one back to Central, and Central cannot block it. St. Gen's point.
So the timeout, momentum shift helped. Amy Brown serves here now.
She gets it over the net. Central lightly taps one over, as Emma Gegg is not fooled on that play, and we'll get another St. Gen point.
Yeah, she was airlifted and just tapped it right back at them.
Oh, yeah. So St. Gen goes up 14-11 out of their timeout. Amy Brown with another serve over. The Rebels shakily puts one up, as
good block there by number 17, Riley Jones, the freshman for Park Hills, as Emma Gegg goes up to slam one and she just rejects it back.
So the Rebels looking to serve here, as they'll get it over the net. Amy Brown sets one for Emma Gegg. Hard spike. Central's there for it, as they will attempt to spike one over. It'll go right into the net. Emma Jokers, her turn to serve. She gets it over the net. Rebels looking to set something up. A hard spike, and it's going to go out of bounds off St. Gen.
Point Park Hills. And so we have back and forth action again right now.
St. Gen still able to hold their lead, though, 15-13. So they kind of have been all set, too. Rebels will attempt to serve, and it'll go into the net. So easy point there for St. Gen.
Yeah, Lauren Holsey there. No, number 7, I'm sorry, Mallory Miles, the junior.
Lila Nix looking to serve for St. Gen, lefty. She gets it over. Great serve. Rebels set one up. Hard spike once again blocked by Filer and Allie Gegg there in the front row, and that'll be a St. Gen point. So St. Gen strongly holding on to their lead as they make it 17-13 here in set 2.
Yeah, I think if they get a few more here on this run, that'll be it for this set. I think they'll put a pin in them. But nice little squid move there by Park Hills, fooling St. Gen and getting that point. And they desperately needed to stop that move.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
17-14.
Rebels, their turn to serve here.
Number 21, Addie Berry, the senior.
She gets it over the net. Nix is there for it. Emma Jokers with the set to Filer. The Rebels
will return it. And
a little
set up there by Jokers to Allie. And there was a tip. And that tip caused it. Even though the ball was going to be out, it went right through her arms, but tipped it. Point St. Gen as Chloe Weiner subs in for Emma Gegg to serve.
Chloe Weiner gets it over the net. Central sets something up as kind of has a little miscommunications, but gets it over the net. Filer attempts a hard spike, but it's going to go into the net.
And point goes to Park Hills as we go back and forth again here.
So Dragons are up 18-15.
Emma Gegg subs back in for Chloe Weiner. And they thought that ball was going to go out. They ducked under it, and that ball actually hit in, and that's point St. Gen ace.
So Central creeping their way up here after St. Gen's kind of strong lead early on in set 2.
Dig there by Emma Gegg, and then a spike by Filer. About 12 hits by Park Hills, and that'll be point St. Gen.
Allie Gegg up to serve for St. Gen.
St. Gen knocking on that 20 spot. Usually when you get there and you're a little more than 4 or 5 ahead, it's hard to make it up.
Oh, yeah. But it can happen.
Yes, it can. And that ball is pushed, and that might be on the line.
They're going to give it to St. Gen.
And St. Gen hits 20 here, 20-16 as they're ahead by 4.
Allie Gegg leading the way with the serves. Gets it over the net. The Rebels barely get it over.
Good.
Great save by Emma
Yeah,
Gegg.
good dig.
Amy Brown, hard spike, and it is going to disrupt the Rebels as they cannot contain it.
Point St. Gen, 21-16. If you're just tuning in, St. Gen took the first set 25-21. Right now they're leading 21-16. Timeout taken by Park Hills. Try and disrupt things, and we'll be back in a moment.
All right, and we are back after the Rebels want to take a timeout here as St. Gen is up 21-16. Has a strong lead on them here in set 2. The Rebels really want to take this one if they can because they are down by 1 set here. St. Gen took first set 25-21. Allie Gegg going on a 3-0 run here as she serves one over the net. The Rebels
And that'll be an ace.
not, once again, it's not able to get to the ball and get a good hit off. So Allie Gegg going on 4-0 run here. Dragons are up 22-16 in set 2. Allie Gegg serves one over the net. The Rebels finally able to set something up. They'll lightly spike it over. Emma Gegg to Emma Jokerst. The Rebels are there for it. They'll serve one over. It's going to be way out of bounds. St. Gen's point.
Now it's going to be
Nope.
Park Hills point
So
due
they're
to
gonna
a tip.
Call a tip on it.
Yep.
Kind of thought that was the case because looked like it was going to be a good serve,
Yeah.
a good spike, and then it lifted.
It was a good call there by the line judge. And
Rebels will serve one over the net. Allie Gegg sets one for Filer. She'll just push it or tap it over. Allie Gegg once again to Filer. Hard spike, and Central cannot block it. So Dragons are going to go up to 23-17 as Molly Grass will come in for Lila Nix with Aaliyah Filer up to serve. She gets it over the net. Rebels set up a spike. It's going to be lightly spiked. Allie Gegg to Amy Brown. Hard spike. Rebels are there for it. St. Gen, Emmy Brown will send one over. The Rebels will do the same. A little bit of a
free
run
ball
here.
there by Jokerst over to Park Hills, and big communication problem there by Park Hills, and they just let that ball fall. And set point here for set 2. If Filer can manage to get this one over and they play it. She does.
Rebels set something up, a little runner, and it's going to go out of bounds.
And that'll be set point for St. Gen as they take this one 25-17.
So St. Gen kind of started off a little shaky, a little rusty, and they were able to just, stay in the game here, fight back. We've seen all night just back and forth action. As set 2, they kind of took the lead a little stronger and held on to it for pretty much the whole set, as the Rebels just couldn't really come back and make things work out for them.
And I think some of that also is, it was senior night. They were excited for their 3 seniors who, basically are witnessing their last home game, on the court and stuff. And I believe that's Vivian Kiefer, Emma Gegg, and it would be their manager, Millie Huffman. And those 3 tonight were honored for their time here at St. Gen and playing ball. And I think maybe some of that might have been why it took them a little time to get going. But anyway, we're going into set number 3. St. Gen looking to try and end this and kind of move away from the whole going extra sets as they prepare for conference play coming up here soon. Another flash real quick from our girls golf team. Looks like they set a school record today for the first time as they claimed second place out of 14 teams.
That is awesome.
For conference play, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, congratulations to them. I know they've had a big year here and won some tournaments. They've been doing really good this year.
Yeah, they've been solid. It's definitely been a positive season for Coach McDaniel, Rachel McDaniel. She's done a great job with these girls. Shout out to her and the effort that she's put in with them, and shout out to the girls as well. They seem to work pretty well together. They gel. They get along. They enjoy themselves, but they also are definitely producing. So it'll be interesting to see how they do at districts. You know?
That's going to be a fun one.
I'm hoping to see a number of them, basically get to go to state here or qualify for state.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
As they go to hit, and I think that starts next week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think I read today it might be, no, that was today, but.
Well, if they go play next week, they go into it. You got an opportunity for them to qualify at districts, then to go to state.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, the weather's changing a little bit. I know that it's going to warm up again.
Yeah, it's going to warm up, which, we've been seeing a lot. Kind of making me a little mad, but
but it should by next week.
Oh, yeah.
I think around Tuesday or Wednesday start to cool down again, maybe into the 70s, as we have some very auspiciously weird weather this time of year for October.
Well, coming into set 3 here, Dragons lead sets 2-0. Looking to call game here in this third set, as the Rebels really need to figure something out here, but. Like I said, we've seen it before, where St. Gen takes 2 sets to 0, and
they kind of let up off
the brakes.
Yeah,
that happened against Valley, and so hopefully they don't do that and just kind of get us out quick.
And first point goes to Park Hills as they draw first blood on the serve by number 7, Mallory Miles, and she goes back to send away her second one. Set by Jokers, gives it to Emma Gegg, and Emma just absolutely drills one into the ground that left scorch marks.
Yeah.
And that's going to go now to St. Gen as Lila Nix will serve.
I want to take some time here to shout out Maddie Gegg listening in from Kansas City. Shout out to you. I hope you're having a good night here and enjoying the game.
And watching looks like maybe a family member.
Oh, yeah.
On the court.
As the Dragons get a point, Rebels send one out of bounds. Dragons are up 2-1 here in set 3. Lila Nix up to serve. She gets it over the net. The Rebels are there for it. They'll spike one hard. It's
Nice
going to be
tipped
by Filer and Gegg in the front court.
Gegg hits another screamer. And that
Rebels.
ball's pushed.
It's going to be pushed.
To Pooh, and the point goes to St. Gen.
So St. Gen's getting some easy points here, you know, in set 2, set 1, obviously, and now set 3. The Rebels are really not making them work that hard. They're just, you know, mistakes like that. As the Rebels luckily get it over after Lila Nix hits a great serve.
I think it was going to be an ace.
Rebels.
Filer gives him a free one.
Spike it over. Emma Jokerst is there for it. Allie Gegg spikes one hard over. The Rebels contain it. Send one over. Looked like it was going to be out, but Lila Nix wanted to play it.
Jokers gives it to Gegg, and Gegg times it perfectly, and there's no chance for the libero to get that play. Point St. Gen.
So Lila Nix here going on a 3-0 run. She's up to serve. Gets it over the net. The Rebels set up a little tip as Amy Brown sets one over for the Rebels. The Rebels set it back to St. Gen.
Joker sets up Filer. Filer's hit, blocked. Allie Gegg sets it up, and looks like Park Hills can't return. And another point for St. Gen as they continue 4 unanswered points here.
Lila Nix serving still. Dragons are up 5-1.
Looking
going
to
on a
extend.
run.
And there's a hit.
Central sets one. Big spike. It's going to stay in bounds. Dragons thought it was going to go out of bounds, but it stayed in, and the Rebels kind of break the ice there on Dragons' run.
Yeah, St. Gen was in the net there.
Oh.
And 5-2 here as number 2, Mia Mungs, sends it over. Set up there by Jokers.
Allie
And Allie
Gegg,
Gegg
great
hits
hit.
a laser.
Going to be out of bounds on Rebels. Got a sub here for Emma Gegg. Chloe Weiner coming in to serve.
And Chloe had a nice little run last time she served.
Oh, yeah. She gets it over the net.
Nice
Great
hit there.
serve.
That's
it's
an
going to be an ace. So she's having a really good night here. I know she's had already maybe 3 or 4 aces.
Yeah, she varies up her shots.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes she keeps it low and sinks. Sometimes she has a little knuckleballer that kind of floats in. Kind of like that one there.
Rebels come back with a hard spike. As great save by Lila Nix. Amy Brown tosses one over. The Rebels.
Great job by Rebels keeping this ball in play.
She's going to give St. Gen a free one, as St. Gen will do the same.
Can't seem to set the person up very well. Oh, and a little miscue there by Jokerst. And that'll be a point for Park Hills as Emma Gegg subs in for Chloe Weiner on the back line. Number 2, Mia Mungs will serve.
She'll get over the net.
Nice dig there by Gegg, and not a very good set there by Jokerst as it flies pretty much out of bounds. And Park Hills will get the point.
Park Hills
7-4.
Yeah. Park Hills starting to creep their way back up to St. Gen's 5-0 run here early in set 3.
Yeah.
Emma Joker sets up Aaliyah Filer. Hard hit, but the Rebels are there for it.
And all they can do is send it over. Nix will keep it in bounds as Joker sets up Brown, who drills one. It'll be returned, though.
Joker sets up Filer. And going to be the Rebels attempt to block it, and they cannot. So the Dragons will go up 8-4 as Allie Gegg is up to serve here. As she does.
Nice hit by Gegg.
The Rebels spike one over. Emma Gegg's there for it. Aaliyah Filer, hard spike. And
looks like Rebels are going to be in the net.
So that's going to give St. Gen.
You know, and those are
their
basic things that at this juncture, you know, they've had quite a few of those tonight, Park Hills, and that's probably frustrating for the coach.
Oh, yeah. as they're in a must-win situation.
Yeah.
Allie Gegg sends one in the net, so the Rebels will get a point there.
As St. Gen leads by 4 going into the third set. If you're just tuning in, St. Gen took the first set 25-21 and the second set 25-17. And that ball's hit out of bounds on the serve. And looks like Filer will serve for St. Gen as Grass rotates in for Lila Nix. Oh, and a miss hit there by Filer. She totally misses it, and that's going to be a rotation of Nix back in for Filer on the back line.
You know, being one of our bigger players, not known for serving, but she still does a good job on getting it over when she has to. I would say that's a little bit of a rare hit for her, though.
I would agree with you.
As St. Gen spikes one over from Emma Jokers.
And again, another net violation by Park Hills.
So Park Hills looking to be a little frustrated here as they know they're down 2-1 in a must-win situation. Just can't seem to figure things out here, really.
No kidding. Shoot yourself in the foot. As Emmy Brown, one of the better servers for St. Gen, goes into action here.
Rebels
will return it.
Hard spike
that
over.
Ball looked like it was tipped.
Way out of bounds.
But I guess it's not, and that's going to be point St. Gen.
St. Gen goes up 12-6 here as they go on a bit of a run to strengthen their lead. Emmy Brown
looking for an ace here.
Rebels just set one over. It gives St. Gen a free one here as they set up for Emma Gegg.
Yeah, Gegg hits that blistering one right there, and it goes out of bounds on the deflection. Those are tough to handle.
Oh, yeah. That's for sure. Coming at you at that speed, that's no joke right there. So Emmy Brown will send her fourth serve over the net. The Rebels send it back over.
Nice dig by Nix. Joker's going to send it over. It's blocked at the net. Great save, though, by Jokers, and then sent over by Grass.
Emma Gegg, Allie Gegg sets up Emma Gegg. She'll tap it over as.
Oh, and Gegg gets the deflection, puts it back over real quick, and that'll be a point as Park Hills calls a timeout as they see their hopes slowly fading away fast. And we will be back for after this commercial break.
It takes a community to build a great team, and that's why we are so proud to partner with Ciro's Family Restaurant, a downtown tradition for over 30 years. Ciro's is the perfect place to celebrate a win or just grab a great meal. From their famous pizzas to fantastic pasta and savory sandwiches, they've got all the fuel you need to get loud for the Dragons. Dine in, outdoor seating, or curbside pickup, however you want it. Ciro's delivers. Ciro's Family Restaurant, our sponsor and your spot for great food. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus.
All right, and we are back after the Rebels timeout as they are down 14-6. Emmy Brown going on a 4-0 run here. Serves one over the net. The Rebels will set one over the net. Emma Gegg with a hard spike over. It's going to luckily roll over the net and stay in bounds.
Yeah, it just drops right in front of it. It's a tough one to handle anytime.
Oh, yeah. So, lucky point for St. Gen, though.
Brown sends another one, sinking down fast. And
once again, Central gives the St. Gen Dragons a little free setup action as they'll get a point off of it.
Jokers is able to spike the ball off the tip and make it go in.
So St. Gen going on a 5-0 run here as Emmy Brown's leading the way. Rebels spike one over, and it's going to be off the hands of Allie Gegg, out of bounds. Rebels there finally able to get a point after a brutal 5-0 run there from St. Gen.
And Lucy Gegg checks in for Allie Gegg. And that'll be a point St. Gen. Looks like Allie Gegg will rotate in now for Lucy.
So St. John's not letting off the gas as we were talking about, and I would say the Rebels have, you know, pretty much accepted fate here as they're really down in the depths.
Joker sets up for Emma Gegg. She hits it through the wickets as she drives one through the hands of, looks like number 2, Mia Mungs, the junior.
Emma Jokers, her turn for the serve. Gets it over the net. Good serve. Rebels spike a hard one over.
Ooh, and that one,
it's going to
like it was on the
stay
line,
out of bounds, though.
They're going to say it's out of bounds. The line judge has the best vantage point on that to see. St. John extends 19-7 in the third set here.
Rebels, hard spike. St. John's there for it as Emma Gegg will just send one over. The Rebels set up another hard spike. Looks like it's going to be.
They're going to say no touch, and I guess they're going to talk this one over, as they couldn't tell whether it was touch or whether it just hit the net and rolled over. And in this one, they're going to look to possibly the line judge. I would say that there was no touch there. I think it rolled over, but.
Yeah. And they're going to give it to St. John.
Exactly what they're going to do. They're going to give it to St. John. And Park Hill's coach is not too happy about that call. But sometimes that happens when you're down, doggone it. So
get frustrated.
Looks like Jokers will serve again.
Gets it over the net. Rebels set one. Little runner action as Emma Gegg spikes one over, and once again the Rebels.
That's deflected off of number 6, Hannah Petty, and it stays in bounds. And again, it's 21-7 as they are. St. John's got the momentum definitely in this period at this juncture, and the coach is calling a timeout and basically kind of discussing some stuff. But, you know, you imagine if you go back, you look at the film, you look at some of the mistakes that Park Hills is making. I would venture to say I haven't seen them play at all this year, but this is probably a commonality that they've dealt with.
Yeah.
Lack of communication and just some of they just need to clean up some of the basic.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. It like, you know, St. John doing a great job here serving the ball, as you can just tell the Rebels just a lot of times just can't, like, control it and are able to get to it and make a good setup for themselves here. So coming out of the timeout here, the St. John Dragons are up 21-7 here in the third set, looking to call the game as Emma Joker sends one over, and it's going to be an ace.
Nice job.
So St. John going on a tremendous run here.
So it looks like Allie Gegg is going to substitute out, and Lucy Gegg will substitute in for the Dragons.
Jokers with her third serve in a row. The Rebels, hard spike over.
Block by Lucy Gegg.
Joker sets up grass.
Nice dig there by Emmy Brown. And Lucy Gegg tips it in and scores. And looks like Claire Drury's going to check in for Brown.
So Bosler substituting in a little bit of her bench here to let them have some action. Joker serves one over. Rebels, hard spike over. Lila Nix is there for it.
And Chloe Wiener hits it over.
And Rebels will send one into the net, and it's going to be game point here for St. John as Emma Joker's leading the way. See if she can close the game out in 3 sets.
And she does with an ace.
So first set was a little shaky by St. John as they came into the game really shaky, a little rusty. You could tell wasn't really focused and locked in too much, as they kind of let the Rebels take a little bit of control of them in the first set, but they were able to fight back, take the first set, strongly take the second set, and pretty much just took over here in set 3 as they won 25-27 set 3.
Yeah, and St. John winning set 1 25-21, set 2 25-17, and set 3 25-7. We want to thank you for tuning in to our sportscast all year long so far for the fall of the volleyball. We want to send a shout out to our sponsor, Ciro's, for sponsoring us on the air, and will continue to sponsor us on through for football and the rest of the year. And this will be our last volleyball game for the season going into it. We have 3 more football games to broadcast starting this week. Tomorrow we have Fredericktown. The following week we'll have homecoming, and that will have the Jefferson R7, who will come to our place, and then we will finish out the season against Caruthersville at our place as well. The Dragons are basically right now, the football team is 5-1, I do believe, and our volleyball team just now moved up to 16-9-1 as the Park Hills fall to 5-16. Again, if you want to see a little bit more of what we have to offer, just go to stgdragons.org. Click on the high school page. You'll find in the middle or over to the upper right the sports stream, SGHS sports stream icon. Click on that. That'll take you home to our website where we've got all sorts of opportunities to see podcasts where students and others here at the school are interviewed. We have blogs where we write papers, do research on some of our players, give you some facts. We've got the schedules, rosters, and you can go and see our esports live or see what they've done, or go back and look at some of our games that we've done prior to if you want to take a look at it. So, Broden, thanks for coming and helping out for volleyball this year.
Great game. St. Gen, great win for St. Gen. It was their senior night, and it was a great way to, end the season and last home game.
Absolutely, and you'll be with me tomorrow night?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we will broadcast and host tomorrow night for football. And
hopefully it's going to be a good game. I know it is Fredericktown's homecoming, so a lot of excitement there. And please tune in and watch.
Yeah, pregame will start at